welcome back to another video. And today we've hit a big milestone, and that is posting every single day on TikTok for 90 days straight. For 90 days, I've showed up every single day. I've posted 3 videos a day, and it feels pretty good. And I think it's really important to focus on inputs rather than outputs when you're trying to achieve a certain goal, because it's the inputs that's going to get you there. So I originally had the idea of trying to hit 10k followers by the end of the year. I don't know if I'll hit it. I'm at like 3.4 right now. So, it's not looking too good, but I do know that growth is an exponential curve. It's not linear. So who knows? Maybe I will hit it by the end of the year, but it's not really the focus right now. The goal is to just show up every single day, regardless, and do the content that I need to make. I haven't been as consistent with YouTube, but I don't really have a set plan in place for YouTube. I just kind of create content every 1 to 2 days. I create a video like this. But 90 days of consistency, I value that pretty highly. Showing up every single day when you don't want to, when it's late at night, you still get a video out and you still try to make content. That is the most important part, is just showing up every single day. That is 80% of the battle when it comes to trying to achieve any single goal that you have. It's just doing it every single day, regardless. And, I feel like after posting for 90 days, I think I've learned a lot as well. I learned that, I can do stuff when I'm tired if I truly want to do it. And it's also that discipline isn't something that you kind of force yourself to do. It's kind of just something that happens automatically once you keep doing it enough, At the very beginning, you kind of do have to use willpower to push yourself to get things done. Like in the gym, for example, when I started going to the gym again, it took me, a lot more effort at the very beginning to get those first, few days in, because there's a lot more resistance, When I first started going back to the gym, I felt like, everyone was judging me. I wasn't too comfortable being in the gym. And yeah, there was a lot of resistance, and I had to use a lot of willpower to push myself to keep going. But then the more I kept going and the more I showed up, the better I felt. And now, I don't have to push myself to go to the gym. In the last 3 months of me going, I've been going to the gym consistently. For around 6-7 months, so 6-7 months. But yeah, nowadays I don't even have to think about it. I just go to the gym. It's just something that I do every single day. It's not even a thought of oh, I'm tired, I might skip the gym today. That's not a thought that happens in my head. And content's kind of the same, regardless if I'm tired or regardless if I'm feeling like it, I kind of just do it, And that's kind of what consistency and discipline's about. It just becomes part of you, and you just don't have to think about it. It literally becomes like breathing or brushing your teeth in the morning, or doing tasks that you do every day without thinking. It literally becomes like that, and gym is one of them, and content is starting to become one of those things for me. And I really don't see myself stopping. I feel like, one, I've committed myself a lot towards posting, and two, I'm too far in to not post. So I've kind of created the habit of posting every day, automatically. I don't have a single thought about quitting whatsoever. So I'm just gonna keep going. I know that the only variable that is stopping me from reaching my goals is literally time, because I'm putting in the inputs. I'm trying to be better every single day, and I'm being a lot more experimental in my content. The stuff that I'm posting on TikTok and shit, it's pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be open enough to admit that. It is pretty cringe. Sometimes I even cringe at the stuff I post. But within the whole process, it's just getting out of your own comfort zone and just showing up every day. So I think I got to work on being more authentic in my posts, though, because I feel like I've lost a bit of authenticity recently. The content that I've posted isn't really me. So I think it's more important to be authentic and show that true side of yourself instead of faking this persona online. I think it's just not the best thing to do. And to be honest, these YouTube videos are probably the most authentic version of me, because it's literally just me yapping to a camera. Just pure thoughts going straight into this metal box that I'm talking to, and this microphone in my hand. So I literally can't get more authentic than this. but I feel like I have a hard time translating that towards short form content because the whole structure of it is way different. This is just kind of raw, unfiltered, unedited footage. But with TikTok, that sometimes doesn't do nearly as well for the algorithm. So, but I'm still experimenting, and I guess I haven't tapped into that much recently. So maybe I should start doing that, or even posting these type of videos on a TikTok account. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get this content on short form as well. Maybe there will be a few people who like it, and maybe it'll create a more authentic audience, or an audience that resonates with myself more. But who knows? But today is 90 days in, and let's just gonna keep going until I hit 120 days, 150 days, 180 days, 210 days, a year, 2 years, 5 years, because who knows how long this is gonna take. But I do know that as long as I keep showing up every single day, that I will achieve the success that I'm looking for. And as long as I focus on the inputs, I will get there. So that's the most important thing. And that's kind of what's keeping me going. It's literally just a matter of time. I keep, rolling the dice a few more times. I'll eventually get the side that I'm looking for. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to post this as well. And yeah, so day 90, I'm going to pat myself on the back. And yeah, we're going to keep going. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.